wild water rafting on the Nile. So all those activities that are done by tourists coming from outside or even within Uganda, and they're having a really good time and experiencing nature, but all through activity. Yeah. Well, what I find most important about adventure tourism is the real experience that you get. You know, normal drive safaris, you sit inside a tin can called a car and you look at everything, but there's like a physical barrier. Now if you're into cycling, for example, or into hiking, you're just part of the action. You're right in the middle of where the action is. You smell, you see, you hear, you experience everything much better. And all your senses are triggered, and that's like the real nice experience about adventure tourism. Now of course you have the advantage that it works on your physical fitness level as well, and you are part of the community, so you get close to the community, and that all adds up to the real experience of seeing how Uganda is and how beautiful it is. From a cycling perspective, the whole of Uganda is beautiful. There is not really one specific area that works better because all the natural beauty is spread all over the whole country. You have Mount Elgin in the east, we have the Rwenzoris in the west, we have Bwindi, we have all the national parks, we have the Nile. So actually adventure tourism works in the whole of the country, and that's why this is a beautiful opportunity for the tourism sector to really dive into it.
Adventure Tourism Expo. This is the first of its kind, and when they called on UTB to come on board to be part of the partners, we welcomed it. As you may know, UTB has just rebranded Destination Uganda. We are now going by Explore Uganda, the part of Africa. Now, when we're developing that new brand, we got to find out that Uganda is the highlight rim of that is rare, precious, and beautiful in Africa. So what does that mean? That the new brand ID for the destination we have developed is taking a brand value proposition to the market of adventure of a lifetime. And when these people called us on board to come on board, we speaking we want to achieve the same, to promote Uganda as the adventure of a lifetime, and they are promoting adventure tourism. So our new destination brand is speaking to exactly what they want to do. So the brand has been launched, and now we're rolling it out.
If there's one type of tourism that has an enormous potential in Uganda, but which remains largely untapped, it is actually adventure tourism. And adventure tourism also has the benefits that it can be implemented throughout the country. So I've actually, together with my friend Lawrence, we've just cycled all the way from Kisoro to Kidepo on these village bicycles, those Roadmasters, those Mayi Gatifuba. And so we cycled for 1,600 kilometers all the way from Kisoro to Kidepo, and what we know is that we've been passing through so many different landscapes, so many different ethnic groups, different communities. I think we crossed through 12 different languages or even more. And what we notice is that everywhere along that route, adventure tourism has a lot of potential. Everywhere there's beautiful landscapes, you can do hiking, you can do running, you can do cycling. Cultural tourism has a lot of potential throughout Uganda. So that is actually also why we have organized this first Adventure Tourism Expo. So this is a sort of a networking event for Ugandan tourism companies, where they can actually network with each other and learn more about the potential for adventure tourism. And because if there's one problem with adventure tourism is that it's at this moment it's a bit of an alternative towards compared to general safari-based tourism. Tour operators should become more aware of those type of adventure tourism activities that are actually taking place throughout the country. So that is why we organized this event, to get people in contact with each other, make sure that businesses meet each other, and that they can actually explore.
adventure tourism there. And like I said, most probably everyone has got a chance to explore Uganda, but some of them have not taken risks as of that. And the gentleman in the last clip was actually identifying that he rode a bicycle from Kisoro to Kidepo, and then with the Manga Chifuba, the ones that most people have issues with whenever they're actually trying to at least go physical. But adventure tourism is now a new shape in Uganda's tourism sector, which has seen most people go rafting on the Nile River. We've seen people who actually go for quad biking, people going to tubing on the Nile. People have actually gone mountain hiking, Rwenzori, Elgon, and quite a number of people who have actually ventured into most of those risk-taking and breathtaking tourism adventures. And that is adventure tourism for you. And just like I broke down something here to do with adventure tourism, that is the movement of people from one place to another outside their comfort zone. Now, once you leave that comfort zone of yours and you put that scary part behind you, then you go in there and execute the duties as they are supposed to be. That is adventure tourism for you. And when you look at adventure tourism, may include backpacking, bird watching, there's camping, there's canoeing, fishing, hiking, horseback riding, kayaking, then safaris, sailing and surfing. Most probably in Uganda, it is now taking shape that also Ugandans are now taking part in most of these activities, by the way. Back then, it was limited to only foreign tourists who would come through because they're already risk takers and they are comfortable with leaving their comfort zones, unlike the Ugandans who are now just adapting to the situation. But that is adventure tourism for you, and it's just a question that would all want to know is it now a new dawn, or is it a new version that Ugandans should adopt to push for the Explore Uganda brand and push Uganda's tourism, mainly domestic tourism and also the foreign tourism that employs in a number of foreigners into the country. So adventure tourism, something you would try out, something risky, something off your checklist, but it can actually be memorable. That's adventure tourism for you. Now let's get into the SMB no comment. And this one is talking about digital safety and security. Have a look.
I'm the Director for e-Government Services